What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Thank y'all so much for being here. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast platform, please leave a review, both of which really help me greatly. Also, I would love it if you can make a donation. That's how I keep this thing going. Let's go ahead and jump in. So today I'm really excited to give you this episode. Let's talk about what it takes to close the gap between you and your dreams, about what it takes to win. And one phrase I think is crucial yet simple, and one we should all have ingrained in our mindsets is one more. One more. And that definitely sounds like something a fitness coach would say. Yes, true. But the point is to have the mentality that you're going to outwork most, if not everybody, that you're going to outdo what you did last time, what you did last week, last month, yesterday. And all that sounds good, yeah, but most people won't take that seriously. If you see somebody who you feel like has some major success in their life, and if you think about how they got it, yes, mindset, yes, visualizing, yes, self-development, yes, setting goals, all of that does apply. But one of the most important things will always be just doing the work. And not only doing the work, but pushing yourself past what's comfortable. Because yes, you could do the work, but if you're only doing it, getting right to the brink of being uncomfortable, and then you stop, well, then you're not giving yourself the best formula for growth. Same thing is true when it comes to working out. You won't see growth unless you push yourself, unless you do more than you think you're capable of. Same thing when it comes to office work or sales reps, making phone calls, meetings, whatever it may be. One more shot, one more call, one more thing on your to-do list, one more golf swing, one more email, one more hour of studying. You should be almost addicted to one more. This should be your mindset moving forward. And one of the advantages of this mentality is we get out of life what we think we deserve. If you know you're going to do 30 minutes on a treadmill and you do 31, you feel like you deserve to be that much fitter. If you're making sales calls and your job requires you to make 40 a day and you do 41 every day, you feel like you deserve to make whatever extra money you will potentially earn. When you put aside 5 hours to work on your business and you work 6, whatever it is, whatever it may be, when you always do one more, when you always push yourself past what you initially thought to be possible, you're going to have the mindset of, I'm willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, so I should get things other people don't get. I'm willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, so I should get the things other people aren't going to get. And if you look at damn near anybody who's great at something, whether it's golf, whether it's an entrepreneur, a motivational speaker, an actor, whoever, they're the ones that are almost always just doing one more. Because look, working hard is a given. Everybody works hard. Everybody who's out to make a change or who set their mind on achieving success, the ones that are the most serious, you better believe they're working hard, just like you are. I know you're working hard. The fact that you're listening to me means that you have it in you. You just don't listen to this kind of podcast if you don't have that mentality already in you. But the difference between those folks who work hard and seek success and the ones that see the great success, the ones that are masters at what they do, those folks are always willing to do more. One more hour of work. That all-star basketball player who always is willing to put up 100 more shots a day, yeah, they're one of them. That golfer who's always shooting one more hole, that entrepreneur who's always making one more hour, who's always making one more hour of business calls, that comedian who's always working on that one more joke, and so on and so on and so on and so on. They're always doing extra, no matter how gifted they are, how gifted they already are, right? And that is the separating factor, because you can do all the right things. You can do all the steps and do all the work and step-by-step processes that you may need to do. But if you're not willing to do one more, to go above and beyond, to pass what's comfortable, then that greatness you're striving for is just not going to come. Because at that point, you're really just doing what everybody else is doing. All you're doing is what the majority of folks are doing. And for greatness, that's just not going to be enough. And again, I'm talking about greatness and whatever it may be, whether that's one more phone call, one more email, one more rep at the gym, one more text, an appointment, one more time you tell your spouse you love them, one more friend you give a hug to, one more everything. Get comfortable and used to going above and beyond. Make it a competition with yourself and with other people. Unspoken competition, of course. And when we do this, then you can imagine what's going to happen naturally. When you do more, you're going to get better. And if you're doing more repetitions, you're going to get more production. So, number one is the psychology part. If you're a person who's always doing more than the next person, you'll convince yourself that you deserve to win. Any low self-esteem, low confidence is going to change over time by building this habit, this mindset of doing one more. All the greats do one more and all the average don't. And no, I'm not saying that just because somebody don't work to their absolute hardest and push themselves to exhaustion that they're not good at what they do. There's always going to be somebody who is more gifted than you. But so many times in life, the most gifted person won't get as far because they just don't work as hard as the next person. Being good by itself won't be enough to get you to that next level. It just won't. And we see it all the time. And the other part of it, number two, is that you're going to get better because of the extra reps you're getting in. You get stronger. You become a better phone salesman when you make a lot of calls. You become a better speaker by speaking to large crowds of people as often as you can. You get better at shooting a 3-point shot if you're in the gym and you're putting up more shots. You'll get better the more you do things. And one thing I've been getting better at is facilitating. I have a gig with Pillsbury House Theater, and one of the programs is a diversity and inclusion performance. And the training, it's a training that they offer to corporate businesses. It's a performance around diversity and inclusion, and it is very engaging and real. And a lot of times people watch it, they get emotional. It's very, very powerful. And it's one of those gigs I do that I feel like I'm making a difference. I'm doing meaningful work. And the facilitation part happens right after the performance, in which a facilitator holds a conversation with the audience. And this is really the most important part of the programming. This is when the true work happens, having conversations around race. And recently, our boss, who is very good at facilitating, has been having me facilitate. And when I tell you the first time I got asked, I was terrified. I felt like I wouldn't have enough meaningful things to say, like I wasn't going to be adequate, like I wasn't going to be as good as her. And first of all, you should already know what I'm about to say next. But that's one thing we should never do. Compare our chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 100. She's been facilitating for probably over a decade, probably longer. And I'm worried about my first time not being as good as her. Just silly. Anyway, so just the other day was like my 5th time. And by now, not only have I been given the bulk of the facilitation to do, a lot of times they have 2 people facilitate, and one of them has a smaller load, and I've been doing the larger load lately. So not only that, but this last time was the most comfortable I've been. Like I felt really confident and also felt like it was the best time I've done it. And now I can't wait for another opportunity to do it, to get even better at it. Again, you get better at things the more you do them. You get more confidence the more you do it. So that's 2. Getting better at the thing. More reps equals more skill. That's the second layer. And the third layer, by doing more, you increase your odds at winning. You increase your chances at winning, at taking that big next step. Don't let somebody tell you that more isn't better. And damn near everything in life, more is better. And don't get confused by the phrase, work smarter, not harder. Because look, everybody is working smarter. Everybody is trying to figure out smarter ways to do things. But what separates them is the hard work. And on top of that, you become smarter by working harder. Think about it. All the new discoveries, all the breakthroughs, they always come when you're doing one more, when you're doing more than the next. Otherwise, somebody else will be making that breakthrough first. You find new ways, new strategies, new ideas by working harder, right? So yeah, you may want to do things the most efficient way, but you don't learn how to be more efficient without first putting in the work. So again, increase your odds. Look at it like this. And I did a little math on this one. So let's say you work in sales, phone sales, and let's say you work 300 days out of the year. And let's say you make one more phone call than the next person, just one more a day. After a year, that's 300 more contacts than the next person. In 5 years, that's 1,500 more contacts. 1,500 more. Added up for a whole career, let's say 30 years, that's 9,000 more contacts. So you tell me, who has the better chance at having a better career? Same product, same skills, same education, but one person made 9,000 more contacts in their career. They had 300 more each year. Obviously, the choice is obvious, right? And not to mention, because they're getting more reps, they're better. They got more confidence. They believe that they deserve more because they've been doing more. And it all started with the mindset of one more, putting in the work. And just think if you can implement this mindset into as much as you could in your everyday life. If you're at the gym and you run on the treadmill for 1 extra minute, if you're in school and you study for 1 extra hour, if you're in work in the office and you send 1 more email than you planned on sending every day, this is going to change who you are, what you expect from the world. You're going to gain another type of confidence that has you walking through the world knowing that you can do anything. And once you start to expect the great things and you're putting in the work, more work than the next, if your mindset is in tune and the way you think is aligned with your work ethic, then you'll start to see the benefits and growth will be made. And what I think is the absolute most important part of it all is compounding over time, compounding that work. Just like how a stream can eventually turn into a creek, and that creek can turn into a river over time, and after a while, that river can turn into a valley. That's the same mindset we have to have when it comes to getting through to your dreams. You have to be like that water and keep going, keep flowing, keep putting in that work. And over time, by not stopping, you'll start to break down that barrier, and things are going to start looking different. You start breaking down those barriers, breaking down those obstacles, breaking down damn near anything that's standing in your way of your dreams. And I 100% believe in the power of compounding. And the sad part about it is most folks will give up on their dream before the compounding even starts. They'll work at it. And when they don't see a breakthrough, they give up. And what they don't realize is that slow down, Dotch. What they don't realize is that if they would have just kept going, that breakthrough was just about to show itself. But because most folks don't see the evidence right away, they stop. And just like that stream turned into a river, after a day, you might watch the water run. You might watch it for a week and a month, and you won't see a difference or change. But in reality, we need to accept the fact that if we just keep going and understand that all barriers will break down over time, but you have to continue to work at them. If you think about where you are right now and where you were 10 years ago, you will say that you came a long damn way. You've come a long way as a person from where you were 10 years ago. You're way better at that thing, whatever it may be, than you were 10 years ago. Now imagine if you decided to put in work and do that 1 more rep and be intentional with doing 1 more, with the idea that not only would you get better at it as you do it, but you'll gain more confidence and you'll expect more out of life. Imagine if you worked at something with all that in your mindset and you expect it to be a delayed gratification. How do you think 10 years from now is going to look? Because if you think about it, how far you came from 10 years ago to now, and you didn't even have this mindset back then, imagine if you adapted this mindset right now. Imagine how much you could accomplish, how much further along you'll be in 10 years from now, how much further along you'll be compared to that person who did the same thing that they're doing right now for 10 years. And that should excite you. So again, like I always say, I'm on this journey with you. Let's do this together. Let's see how far we can actually take this thing. So that's what I got for you today. If you are listening to me on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on a podcast platform, please leave me a review and also make a donation. Those really, really help me out and help me keep this thing going for y'all. No new music today, but I do have some more unreleased music. The name of the song is called Peak, and I'm going to play it for you right now. So let's ride out. You know, sometimes you got to remind yourself as you're climbing up to take a second and look down and see how far you came. Enjoy the view and keep going. They telling me I got it. They tell me I'm the hottest. I don't even rap about money, drugs, or violence. I be being honest. You know I'm still modest, but I think we the hottest. And I feel like DJ Khaled, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, you should see this mess. Last night we had a party. You know that boy Mosley got it started. You know that boy Sap was all about it. She telling me I'm fly, got me feeling like a pilot. She kept it first class and she sat by the pilot. I can't even front here. I told her I like the spirit and dealt her my phone number. And now she be flying diamond. And I'm feeling so excited cause I'ma get it poppin'. They done let me in the guthrie. I'm feeling so accomplished. I'm feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Feel like I'm closer to my peak. But I feel like I'm never home until I'm gone. Feel like when I'm alone, I'm in my zone. And I feel like I really should pick up a phone. Sometimes I just need to be on my own. I need to call my daddy. I should call my auntie. R.I.P. my mama. That ain't how she raised me. I work so damn hard, the competition looking lazy. I work so damn hard, the competition better chase me. Okay, let's get it started. When it come to rap, it's like playing a game of tag. I'm on this mic yelling, not it, I can't be touched. They whisper criticism, can't be much. They probably jealous cause they can't keep up. Mad cause they can't be us. I wish somebody would say that. I wish somebody would say that's whack. Cause that go in the fire, get it? And speaking of fires, it's getting higher. And I'm praying that I make it past the sky. Because I'm shooting for the stars, I got a lot of ammunition. I popped another clip in. I'm proud of what I'm spitting. Took a lot of planning, went from hobby to fruition. They see me in the clouds and acknowledge that I'm gifted. Got me feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Yeah, feel like I'm closer to my peak. It ain't as easy as it look, but we gon' celebrate, pour my cup. Cheers to being overlooked, to being overbooked. But won't give up, cause I got close, but I ain't close enough. It's time to hold my nuts, and I got coconuts. I put my feelings on the page, they already read me like an open book. I should be endorsed by my feelings, cause I wear them on my sleeve. So take a look at me, and tell me what you see. Cause I look in the mirror, and I see a fucking tree, started as a mustard seed, oh yeah. And please excuse my long toast. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I'm closer to my peak.